Hello everybody, Marlene aka Snow Gardener 307. We're doing some canning today. However, I don't have a lot of time to film, but I wanted to show you guys this is the first time I have canned rhubarb in any form. So I'm doing two things for rhubarb today. I'm just doing some stewed rhubarb, and then I am doing some Victoria sauce. It's like a rhubarb barbecue sauce. So let me show you what it looks like so far. And this right here is the Victoria sauce. And this is a double batch. I had rhubarb in my backyard, and then I went to my sister-in-law's house and got some more rhubarb because I figured if I was going to do it, I'd do some and give them some to try. And so we've got rhubarb in here, we've got onion, we've got brown sugar, we have vinegar, and we have raisins. That's what's in this recipe so far. And then for the other rhubarb, all I'm doing is rhubarb and sugar, and that is all that's going in there. So it is sitting there creating its own juice. And like I said, I don't have a lot of time to film this one, so it's not going to be like a step-by-step how to do this. Of course, like I said, this is my first time doing it, and I don't have that many big pots, so since I'm doing a lot of canning, I probably need to get some more stock pots. And so I'm actually using my water bath canner to make the Victoria sauce. And then as soon as it's boiled down, then we can get everything canned up. So let me get back to work so I can get all my stuff done. See you guys soon. The directions say to bring this to a boil and then turn it down to simmer, and to simmer it about 20 to 30 minutes. So this is what we look like. We've brought it to a boil, and now I have turned it down so that it can start simmering. I'm super excited to try this. It looked super yummy, and there's so much rhubarb that goes to waste around this town. It's unbelievable, because rhubarb is one thing that does very well in our unfriendly growing climate. Okay, everybody, we have cooked it down. Now, if I had an immersion blender, my life would be really easy right now, and I would just go ahead and put the blender in there, but I don't. So I've got my blender out there. I'm getting ready to do some overnight oats, and then we will start boiling this one. So we're gonna blend this. We're gonna clean this water bath canner out so we can water bath can in it, and then we'll get canning done. So I do wanna tell you guys that I didn't follow the recipe exactly for the spices because I didn't have the spices, and I saw another version online with some different spices. So of course, when you are canning, you've got to be careful, but all I changed was the spices because this called for cinnamon and allspice and ground ginger, and I didn't have ground ginger. So instead I went more of a typical barbecue sauce with dried mustard and black pepper and paprika and smoked paprika. All right, let's get blending this. Okay, everybody, I've got the sauce blended up. It is hot, so we are going to start getting these ready. I just ran the dishwasher, and I'm going to be putting them into these jars right here. I'm not sure how many, but the jars are nice and warm and clean. So let's get these filled up.
Did you ever stop and think, why spend too much time just getting ready? Let me be honest, I don't know a single thing that I haven't done to make you notice me. Let me be real here. When I see you, my heart starts racing, but I don't know if I like this chasing and playing and waiting around. It's a shame that my hands start shaking all of the time when you're around me. But this time, girl, I know what's bothering me. I need somebody to love. Oh, nah, 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 nah. Don't you see what's wrong with me? I need somebody to love. Oh, oh, nah, nah. I don't know what I could say to convince you to hang around when you don't have to. There's so much that I'm still keeping to myself, 'cause you don't listen, babe.
Okay, so you can see I had to add a lot more water. And so we've got a boil going. And I will process these for 30 minutes. Now I'm doing some overnight oats. Luckily, these don't have to be canned. These process for 30 minutes because I am at 7,200 feet. And this is the Rhubarb BBQ sauce, also known as a Victoria sauce. And then I am going to go ahead and get this rhubarb into jars and process it as well. This is just stewed rhubarb. All it is sugar and rhubarb, and then the rhubarb made all of the sauce itself. So I'll get this in there as well. Okay, here is the stewed rhubarb, and my hubby and I tasted it because there was that much left. And of course, this is just rhubarb and sugar, and oh my goodness, it's good. So good thing is, this is already boiling. I left it boiling since we just got done canning the other stuff. So let's get these put in. We probably need to add some more water. Yes, we do. So I'll get some more water added. Ooh. And we are going to process these for 30 minutes as well. I probably should have doubled this. And I may, if I have time, go grab some more rhubarb from my sister-in-law and just do this with it, because holy cow, that is yummy. And why let that rhubarb go to waste? Yep, we definitely need some more water. So I'll get some more water. Okay, everybody, here is what they all look like. I washed them once, but when I was marking them, I noticed I need to wash them again. So I'm going to be washing them in hot soapy water because this stewed rhubarb was pretty sticky. And I want to show you guys the difference between the batches that I made. Now remember, I am not a canning expert. I am brand new at this. This is the first time I've done stewed rhubarb. So this was my second batch of stewed rhubarb. For anybody that doesn't know what stewed rhubarb is, all it is sugar and rhubarb, and it creates its own juice. So in the second batch of rhubarb that I did, I got 8 pints and then 5 half pints. And all of this rhubarb came from my sister-in-law's house. Then for my rhubarb, which was the first batch that I did some barbecue sauce, and I also did some stewed rhubarb. But I want you to see the difference between my first batch and my second batch. So you can see that I cooked this rhubarb down more than I did this one. So you can see this is still kind of whole. Just so you guys know, at my elevation, I have to process water bath at usually 30 minutes. So it starts out at 15, but I'm over 7,000 feet. So 30 minutes for this. So I decided to leave the second batch a little bit less cooked down. And so you can see this. And now my jars are a little bit more pink than the other jars. And when I was labeling these, when I checked them yesterday, I thought they had all sealed. And when I went to label this one, I realized that the button was not down. And when I pulled up on this one, it was not. And then the barbecue sauce, which is a version of a Victorian sauce, turned out absolutely amazing. And so I got 7 of these pints and 3 half pints. And I think this is going to be amazing on chicken and pork. And I'm just going to have to get creative with this. With the stewed rhubarb, I am envisioning creating all kinds of yummy desserts because, like I said, this is stewed with sugar. So all that this cost me, the only thing I had to go to the store and buy to make these was the rhubarb barbecue sauce, the Victoria sauce, called for raisins. So I had to buy raisins. Besides that, I had everything else. I had all of the jars. I had everything, and of course, all of the rhubarb. So the jar that didn't seal, I did some research, and of course, it's just fine, but I don't want it to go to waste, and I'm going out of town. So I am going to whip up a quick strawberry rhubarb crumble for my mother-in-law and father-in-law. I had some strawberries in the fridge that needed to be used up anyway. So I put my can of rhubarb in here. I added some strawberries. I'm going to add a little bit more sugar and maybe a little bit of vanilla. And then I'm just going to do a quick crumble. So, you know, the idea here is we don't want to waste food. And so that is perfect. Strawberries cooked down a little bit. I added a little bit more sugar. It's not super sweet. It's still got that sourness of the rhubarb. I'm going to go ahead and top it and we'll get it baked. that's my first rhubarb canning adventure. Both of the recipes turned out amazing. I will include them down below. And I'm hoping to get another batch of rhubarb out of my plants. And if my sister-in-laws go again, I may find something else to do with the rhubarb. But for right now, these are the 2 recipes that we decided to add into our canning pantry and our prepper pantry. So until I see you guys the next time, I want you guys to remember to keep on smiling. Bye, everybody.
The sun